This is me in a movie with a character who looks like Audrey Hepburn, and me in a movie with a character who looks like Orson Welles. Oh, and here's me in a movie with both of those characters. And fun fact, this is the first time characters played by Orson Welles and Audrey Hepburn have been in a movie scene together. Which, to be clear, I'm doing for education and for social commentary purposes. If using AI to put myself in old public domain movies seems dystopian to you, the inspiration, or blame, comes from one of my favorite shows, Black Mirror. Black Mirror is an episodic series about the future implications of modern technology, showing us our current world from a different perspective. In the latest season, there's an episode called Hotel Reverie. An entertainment startup wants to remake old movies using a futuristic AI that allows a modern-day actor to embody the actual footage of a classic movie in order to remake it. In the world of Black Mirror, things always go awry, but in Hotel Reverie, there's a happy, or at least bittersweet, ending. I know some people think the show's creator, Charlie Booker, hates AI, but if that's true, then why do the only love stories in Black Mirror, like San Junipero and Hotel Reverie, involve characters connecting romantically through AI? When I was watching the Hotel Reverie episode, I thought, AI can do that. I could do that. And to quote a character from Hotel Reverie,
"You're going to use one of those AI paint boxes and deepfake it, aren't you?"
I've been playing around with a lot of AI character reference tools, and the one I was seeing a lot of realistic results from was Vidu's Q1 subject reference. I showed my family one of the early tests, and they thought it was uncanny how closely the video resembled me. I wanted to do my own version of Hotel Reverie and place myself in an old movie, but first I had to figure out which one. Which, to be clear, I'm doing for education and for social commentary purposes. I only felt comfortable trying with a public domain movie. I was surprised to find some well-known movies like the original Night of the Living Dead and the classic German silent film Metropolis. Here are some examples of the original scenes and then me using the subject reference from Vidu to put myself in the movies. And again, it doesn't always work out, but that's why you have to generate and iterate. What drew me to Charade and The Stranger was the fact that they both had recognizable characters. So I began experimenting with some scenes using screen grabs from those movies. Here's the original, and here's an AI version with me. The important thing to understand here is these are generated with reference images from those movies. They're not deepfakes. I'm not painting myself over another character. Sometimes they're called ingredients or elements or references, but I'm taking those and creating a new scene. I think of it like a collage, only this is an AI video collage with screen grabs from public domain movies and pictures of myself. Cary Grant was in this scene, but I can use AI to remove him and put myself in the scene. I also have the same dimple on my chin as Cary Grant, and here's the iconic "How do you shave in there" scene. And it's not just using characters from the old movies, you can use sets from old movies as well. This is a screen grab from a set of The Stranger, and now I can use that set. If Hotel Reverie were public domain, I would use a screenshot from Black Mirror. So I generated some hotel scenes that look sort of similar. If you think using the digital likeness of deceased celebrities is one way that AI is going too far, The Gap already did this with Audrey Hepburn back in 2007. This is my recreation of that with Reggie Lampert, not Audrey Hepburn. And Fred Astaire was brought back to life digitally to dance with a Dirt Devil vacuum. Since the Dirt Devil commercial isn't public domain, I used AI to describe an image and then made myself dance pretty much how I dance in real life. And I'm sure Hollywood studios would love to do this with actors, which is sort of what Hotel Reverie was about, and it was also a large part of why actors went on strike last year. So what does all of this mean for the future? Truly, no one knows. Corporations are going to lay off workers. Your social feed will be clogged with AI influencers trying to sell you things if that hasn't already happened. And if you're me, you'll have traditional filmmakers explaining all the reasons it's not perfect. But more hopefully, I believe we'll see artists who embrace AI, exploring new ways to express themselves that weren't possible before. We're used to the traditional system being the measure of what's good and what's bad. And if we use that measure for what's coming in the future, we're not going to be measuring the right way. We're not going to be measuring the right thing. We're only going to be comparing it to what's been done in the past. One of my favorite anecdotes about this is how when movie cameras first came out, they didn't know how to make a movie yet. They didn't understand editing or blocking for film or any of the things that we understand now that we just take for granted. So they would just set up a camera and film a stage play. We need more storytellers, more artists, more filmmakers using AI to tell stories that have never been told before. And that's just a thing. I've spent 20 years exploring storytelling and technology, and AI is probably the only thing out there right now where you can tell a story in a way that's never been done before. Truly never been done before. If you're a filmmaker or a storyteller or an artist, I encourage you to at least try out these tools and see what you can do with them. You don't have to give up your old tools, but it's worth taking time to learn a new one. And if you need help figuring all of this out, that's what I'm here for.